everybody. We're back. It's week 5. It is Sunday, middle of the day. We don't quite have the old intro that was super sick to start the week. We have some technical difficulties sharing that between me and Ryan right now. Ryan's also in an airport.
Live from Midway. So, welcome in from Chicago. Little special for us in the corner here, trying to stay away from the moving walkways and airport security.
Yeah, I mean, just doing what we can, trying to figure out ways to make sure you guys still get the pod. But
Wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. With that, we'll hop into waivers. I know it's a little bit late, but we did have a big one go down on Diggs. So
Yeah.
46
$48?
Yeah, $46 on Diggs. There's a couple others. Casey had 20, I had 5. Bo also put 30 on Romeo Dobbs. Scott just barely missed him at 27. 18 on Waller, who right now looks to be doing fairly good for Cubs. So
already got another touchdown.
Yeah, great pickup there. Colts D, who's looking good, also got money spent on him. Couple people on Colts D. Cardinals D had some money on them. They'll play later. But yeah.
I like the Dobbs pickup, the bye-week look. You got to scroll way down to find him and put your money on him. That was a good play by Bo, and he looked really good. He kept 3 touchdowns last week, so hopefully he can keep it up.
Yeah, definitely. But with that, we do have some breaking news. There was another trade. Big trade. I mean, I wouldn't say the biggest trade in league history, but it was a big trade.
Some big names in there.
Big names.
A little overhyped.
Big names for sure. We have Tanner trading with Bo. We have Saquon on the move, which is why we called it a big trade. AJ Brown is also on the move, but I'll just say it real quick. So Bo is gonna trade AJ Brown, Pickens, and J.K. Dobbins to Tanner for Trey Tucker, Barkley, and Scary Terry.
Right. A couple of Eagles players swapped that have been kind of disappointing, both in their own right. Saquon just hasn't looked like Saquon of last year, and AJ Brown hasn't been able to catch the minimal targets that he has been getting from Hurts in that offense up to this point. So probably a couple people who are both a little bit frustrated with some early picks and just cathartic for both of them to get them off their teams.
Yeah, I mean, Tanner also got hit with the crazy injury bug this week, so
right.
I think he was trying to add some players that he could. I don't know, is he starting all 3? We'll have to take a look at that. But with Bo, he's starting Tucker and Barkley today with Scary Terry out. But Barkley rewards.
Actually, didn't start AJ Brown.
Yeah,
we'll get back to it.
Well, interesting. Barkley rewarding Bo early with a big touchdown there. 47-yard receiving touchdown. So, but moving on into the games, we have Tanner versus Sam.
Start us right off.
Yeah, huge scoring early. They both will have not quite as many people playing in the afternoon, but Tanner started off with 7 people playing. He's got 2 Cowboys. He's got 2 Broncos. He had Justice Hill in the flex over AJ Brown today. Interesting choice.
Interesting choice for sure. The Texans' defense has been pretty good too, just in general, and even up until this game. So I was kind of surprised to see that myself.
Yeah. And then when you look at, Sam's team, Dak is in the lineup. Achane had a touchdown. Puka had another great week on a Thursday Night Football. So huge week for him. And then Pittman is already scored for Sam today. So.
Yeah, Puka's just been a monster. I think it was 10 catches for 85 and a touchdown. So that's easily the wide receiver 1 right now. I think he's on pace for the most yards and most catches in NFL history at the moment.
Yeah,
breaking Calvin Johnson and Michael Thomas's records. So if he can keep that up, then that'd be a monster season and a huge pick for Sam.
Yeah, and then we both picked Sam. I think Tanner.
These picks were made before any of the games started this morning. We'll say that, so don't come at us like we've been picking after this stuff started. So
yeah,
I got him in.
I think he'll be
the early slate. This one was fairly easy.
Yeah, this one with Puka's big night on Thursday. Obviously, we kind of had the tell there, but yeah, you're right. Picks were made about 7:30 this morning before the Vikings game, so we have the text. If people don't believe us, we have the text. But moving right along into Scott versus Joey, we both took Scott with Joey. Joey's struggling, just team struggling.
Team is a little. He's got Montgomery in the lineup again. Hopefully, he can bring something back a little bit against Cincy.
Yeah.
After the up and down weeks that he's had last two.
Yeah, he's gonna have DeMarcado in the starting lineup too. So, Joey's kind of digging deep for a 10-team league. I'd consider that digging deep. And this one, we did get to see the Thursday night game, so we did get to see Kyron Williams have an absolute monster Thursday night. So probably why we both had Scott this morning. I know that definitely played into my opinion. But I will say, Joey's hopping on the Colts bandwagon. Colts D, Daniel Jones, hopping on that Colts bandwagon that just continues to surprise me every week, just how good they look. But Genty looks like he's doing good again for Scott. Nico Collins got it in the end zone.
Catches.
Yep, I'm hoping for a couple touchdowns for Keenan Allen with me starting Justin Herbert, and Jaden Daniels is back for Scott too. So Scott gets
that's big. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, big game for Scott to get that back, and especially with Caleb Williams on bye this week, because that had been his go-to after Jaden got hurt.
Yeah, I will say I did see a video of Daniels moving around. Didn't look quite as good. So I'm interested to watch him later, have him in a dynasty league. So I will be tuning into that game for sure. One thing too, Scott has Rashad White going in the flex, who should get a lot of work with Bucky banged up. So
and then see if Brian Thomas picks it up against KC tomorrow. Again, that's probably a bad matchup. KC's got some good corners, so I'll probably have McDuffie following him around. So might see another add on to the slew of bad games to start the season from Brian Thomas.
Yeah, he's definitely struggling. But moving into matchup number 3, Cub and Casey. This is where we went a little different. I'll talk about Cub's team real quick. I honestly think Josh Allen has a big night against the Patriots tonight. I know the Patriots D looked good last week, but that was against Bryce Young. So I think Josh Allen has a huge week. I kind of liked the Waller pickup, and I'm glad he's performing good. I thought that was a good pickup by him. We did see Brandon Aubrey miss kick earlier, which is rare. Miss extra point. It was on a penalty, so it got pushed back. But I don't know. When I look at Cubs team, I kind of thought I'd be seeing more of Woody Marks today. A little disappointing.
I know. I was surprised to see that. It looked like Chubb got one long touchdown, or longish touchdowns, 20-yarder or something like that.
And then I will say I did like Cubs' Michael Carter pickup. I do think he carries more of the early downs. So it's kind of my reasoning for choosing Cub there. But I'll let you talk about Casey, who has Rico Dowdle popping off right now.
Rico Dowdle looked great. Again, we picked him before the game. We kind of knew the Dolphins' run defense wasn't anything special. So I liked that play. Derrick Henry against the Texans. I just figured after all this talk with Lamar out, they would have to lean pretty heavily on Derrick Henry. And I think since these were put in here, he had actually fallen into the end zone, so he got a little bit of a bump there. And then Casey's got some good receivers. That one's got a good quarterback in Herbert, and I think he'll continue that. And I think at some point Jamar Chase is just going to have to get force-fed the ball by Jake Browning. I don't think they continue to throw for 100 yards a game. I think he'll get up there around 200, and I would expect a lot of that to be Jamar Chase. So, and just belief in my boy Baker Mayfield. So that's why I want Casey.
Yeah, and just
sticking with my belief in you, Casey.
As you're talking about it, Rico Dowdle just scored a touchdown. So he's up to 30 right now. I think live.
Man, what a play.
Yeah, live projections here. Casey's projected to win by solid 15 points at this point with Dowdle at 30. So, big stuff there. A great pickup there by Casey. Moving on to my matchup against Bo. At the time tied, I think now I think he's got me by 1. But both picking me. I think with the running backs coming alive, I have a lot of confidence in my team. I need CeeDee Lamb healthy. Jacoby Myers is just sending me disappointing weeks one after the other, and ESPN
Yeah,
is still ranking him PPR average about the 15th wide receiver, which has me keep putting
Gino
him in the
just
lineup.
has Gino cannot get it together somehow, and we've seen it really today. I think he's thrown 3 picks at least today. Probably had some more turnovers. It just looks really ugly for Gino. I wouldn't be surprised if he got benched at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe that gives Jacoby a little upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, I think that offensive line is one of the bigger issues there. But yeah, I mean, Gino hasn't looked good. Um, Maybe an offensive line wouldn't even help him. But yeah, looking at Bo's team, the Saquon trade already paying off, 47-yard
Right.
touchdown. He's starting Trey Tucker, the other Raiders wide receiver, who is outperforming Jacoby Myers. Live, it's 7-2. We're showing 5-1, but just I don't know. I need to find a wide receiver too. But I will say Tyler Warren
Definitely.
looks like a stud. I would not be surprised if he finishes tight end 1 this year. I will go as far as to say that. And then as we saw this morning, Judkins continues to perform. Hopefully Hampton can continue to perform for me as well.
Yeah, the rookie running backs for you are coming together, it looks like, and I think Travion might be on his way too. The one thing I'd worry about if I was you is the Goff and Gibbs stack there. Gibson has the potential. He's a good pass catcher out of the backfield, so he's got the potential to get a little double up there and score some points, especially he's playing against Cincinnati. That's a terrible defense. So that's where I'd be worried if I was you, if Bo was to make a comeback on you. But yeah, I think I've got some belief still. And then since he'll be playing from behind, Chase Brown should get some targets too. So I think you have a decent chance at maybe double digits out of your flex for this week.
Yeah, this might be Chase Brown's last week in the starting lineup. I guess we'll see how buys play out, but definitely just not the biggest fan of him. But moving on to, I think what everybody
for a little bit.
would consider the game of the week is
How could it not be?
Lucas and Ryan. They're both 7-1, both absolutely tearing the league up. Saw the belt picture a couple weeks ago when you guys were undefeated. I'll let you get started talking about your team. You picked I picked Lucas.
Clayton continues not to pick me, and it's showing in the overall records here at the end. Jonathan Taylor against the Raiders. I mean, I think he was projected 22, and for him to get above that, I mean, it's huge. Especially that third touchdown that he got, I was kind of expecting him to get benched when it was, I think, 33-6 at that point, or 33-3. So that was nice. Scattaboo has had a decent game. He fumbled around the 10-yard line. That sucked. But I think just the rest of the way, Jacksonville's defense has been pretty good against a few pretty inferior quarterbacks compared to what the Chiefs have working. I think now that they got Worthy back, it's just opening up so much for them there that Kelsey will be better. Worthy's obviously going to be a deep threat that could drop an 80-yard touchdown or two for me. So I like my matchups here. James Cook and the flex looked great to me. And, yeah, good luck with this.
Yeah, running backs. I mean, Jonathan Taylor's up to 30 now. Your running backs continue to perform. I think for you, it's all about what you get out of the wide receivers. When I was looking at Lucas's team this morning, I was expecting, I guess, more points from Garrett Wilson, given that given Dallas allowed 40 points to the Packers last week. So him standing there, I think he's at 6 now, but I kind of expected maybe 15. Justin Fields was back last week, and Garrett Wilson had a touchdown. So that's kind of what I was looking at. I mean, and then obviously Lucas's running backs are solid too. I kind of thought maybe he had the edge in wide receivers and maybe the edge at tight end, but I definitely could be wrong. I mean, you never know. The Chiefs did look good last week.
If we've seen anything this year, it's that this game is going to be close. Because every game that I've played in has been decided by about 3 points or so. So,
well, one thing's for sure, we'll definitely know it's going to get decided Monday night. With you having 5 Chiefs in the lineup, we know it's going to be decided Monday night.
Going to have to wait on this one. So, yep, it'll be sweated out tomorrow. Good luck with this.
But just a quick recap here. We both have Sam. We both have Scott. We flipped Cub and Casey. I think right now Casey has had the head nod. We both have me, and then you have yourself, and I have Lucas. And right now, I think you have the nod right now in terms of projections. So I might be falling further and further down. I'm starting to look
Let's
at
see. Price
what
is only
else I
going to
can
go up,
do
my
while
friend.
I'm in Idaho, while I visit you, because it does not look like I'm coming back, and I continue to pick games that I know you're going to pick the opposite, hoping I can catch a bone here, and it's
Catch.
definitely not paying off.
Well, maybe you can come later in the year if you make a snowboarding trip out of it. So we'll figure something out for you.
Yeah, that's true. I guess if I'm so far behind, I could just come at the end of this season.
Yeah, there you go. We'll have to start doing some math here.
Yeah, exactly. But with that, I mean, Ryan's at the airport. We'll let him go catch his plane.
Find me some pizza.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop back on watching some more football. Hopefully, the afternoon games are a little bit better than the early games. The morning games, I mean, a lot of blowouts, and then you got Patriots Bills tonight, which I think
Should be great.
might be a good game. So, and
I
then
think it could be.
I'm honestly interested in Chiefs Jags Monday. I think the Chiefs win, but Jags have a winning record. So
I mean, they're 3-1. I mean, they're technically a spot ahead of the Chiefs for the playoffs right now, and I think they're first in the AFC South. Or well, they must be tied with the Colts. So yeah, they got a good defense. I don't have any belief in Trevor Lawrence at this point. So
that's
my
fair.
faith in the man, the myth, the legend.
That's fair. Alrighty. With that, good luck, everyone. Hope everybody has a great rest of your week. Great rest of the weekend. I guess it's already Sunday, so great rest of the weekend.
We're back to a normal pod schedule here soon.
Yes. Hopefully we get a Tuesday, Thursday, or Wednesday, Thursday this week, because then I'm gonna be headed out to Illinois, and then we'll have some fun stuff hopefully planned while we're out there.
Or both in person.
There we go. All right. Good luck, everyone.